been reading Kristen Neff's book, Self-Compassion, and I love it. It's so good. On page 9, in the first chapter here, there's a little section called Compassion for Others. Imagine you're struck in traffic on the way to work, and a homeless man tries to get you to pay him $1 for washing your car windows. He's so pushy, you think to yourself. He'll make me miss the light and be late. He probably just wants the money for booze or drugs anyways. Maybe if I ignore him, he'll just leave me alone. But he doesn't ignore you, and you sit there hating him while he washes your window, feeling guilty if you don't toss him some money, and resentful if you do. Then one day, you're struck as if by lightning. There you are in the same commuter traffic, at the same light, at the same time, and there's the homeless man, with his bucket and his squeegee as usual. Yet, for some unknown reason, today you see him differently. You see him as a person, rather than just a mere annoyance. You notice his suffering. How does he survive? Most people just shoo him away. He's out here in the traffic and fumes all day and certainly isn't earning much. At least he's trying to offer something in return for cash. It must be really tough to have people be so irritated with you all the time. I wonder what his story is, how he ended up on the streets. The moment you see the man as an actual human being who is suffering, your heart connects with him. Instead of ignoring him, you find, to your amazement, that you're taking a moment to think about how difficult his life is. You are moved by his pain and feel the urge to help him in some way. Importantly, if what you feel is true compassion, rather than mere pity, you say to yourself, there, but for the grace of God I go. If I'd been born in different circumstances, or maybe had just been unlucky, I might also be struggling to survive like that. We're all vulnerable. Of course, that might be the moment when you harden your heart completely. Your own fear of ending up on the street causing you to dehumanize this horrid heap of rags and beard. Many people do, but it doesn't make them happy. It doesn't help them deal with the stresses of their work, their spouse, or their child when they get home. It doesn't help them face their fears. If anything, this hardening of the heart, which involves feeling better than the homeless man, just makes the whole thing that little bit worse. But let's say you don't close up. Let's say you really do experience compassion for the homeless man's misfortune. How does it feel? Actually, it feels pretty good. It's wonderful when your heart opens. You immediately feel connected, alive, and present. Now, let's say the man wasn't trying to wash windows in return for some cash. Maybe he was just begging for money to buy alcohol or drugs. Should you still feel compassion for him? Yes. You don't have to invite him home. You don't even have to give him $1. You may decide to give him a kind smile or a sandwich rather than money if you feel that's the more responsible thing to do. But yes, he is still worthy of compassion. All of us are. Compassion is not only relevant to those who are blameless victims, but also to those whose suffering stems from failures, personal weakness, or bad decisions. You know, the kind you and I make every day. Compassion, then, involves recognition and clear seeing of suffering. It also involves feelings of kindness for people who are suffering, so that the desire to help, to ameliorate suffering emerges. Finally, compassion involves recognizing our shared human condition, flawed and fragile as it is.